back in 1992, I'm sure many of us would remember that George Bush said that he could see the New World Order coming into view. Then we know that, of course, Obama said that in a few short days he would be elected and full transformation would be underway. And then Al Gore said, well, it's going to be a wrenching transformation. That was an understatement, and I hope that this presentation brings that home and helps you understand. It's just a preliminary introduction into the depths of how this is going to affect everyone's life. Now, I want to take just a few minutes to demonstrate how societies are structured. And this particular slide, all you have to do is just plug in any of the various religions that have been adopted across time by man. And then you, of course, have the religious leader that is charged with the responsibility of enforcing that, and then the government leader. Okay, here's the usual situation. This is, of course, from England. It applies to any one of the crown heads of Europe. We have the Christian Bible here, and then the Church of England, and of course the King of England. Now all of this goes back to 1 Samuel, where 1 Samuel was charged to anoint the king with oil. And of course that was the individual that God had chosen to lead his people. And this was brought forward. This is a hereditary kingship that our revolution, not our revolution, but our war for independence overthrew. So it is said that the king would become the defender of the faith. Well, today we could call that a governance system or a public-private partnership. Now, watch your paper, look at your local comprehensive plan, and see if it doesn't use the word governance in place of government. It will be ever increasingly in operation and use, and it actually means it is the frame of rules, institution, and practices that set limits on behavior of individuals, organizations, and companies. And I want to specifically make the point in this, and you'll see why in just a few minutes, that it is intended to be a self-regulating system. In other words, the system will regulate your behavior. It won't be regulated by personal feelings and attitudes of the individual. Of course, if you had religion on one side, you go all the way to the other end of the spectrum, atheism would be the opposite. So I happened to pick the atheist creed. It was what Stalin professed, and of course he required everyone to adhere to that, and he had a political code enforcement officer. Now, when he came to power, and as this History Channel video clip demonstrates, he required the removal of religious icons from the homes in Russia, and they were destroyed, and then a photograph of him was placed on the home. He actually merged with church. He, in fact, became their God. The exception to the rule is our American war for independence, wherein God's word is given to every man freely in society. In this situation, I know that at some point I will stand before that throne and account for what I have done in this world. Now, of course, if we accept love one another as we love ourselves, then we need no police force, we need no army. We are a self-regulating system because we know we will account for ourselves at some point. Now, in this case over here, the individual is not responsible to a higher authority, it's responsible to the government leader and the religious leader. And notice that all of the institutions created are created by the church and or the state. And those are the institutions that the person interacts with. The one on the left, of course, is the one that has produced liberty and freedom. It's called limited self-government. And according to the first published document of the American people, this is not my opinion, that the Creator has endowed His creation with specific unalienable rights. Now, I have hyphenated that because I want to make the point that any entity created by man does not have the authority to place a lien against that which God has given us. If you look at the French Revolution, which was the first communist revolution on record, you will find that they use the phrase inalienable rights. And if you come all the way through, you'll find that the United Nations has used that very same phrase, and it means those rights which the individual may give away if he wants to. A vast difference in concept. This experiment in self-government has occurred once in the recorded history of man, and if we lose it, I don't believe we'll ever gain it back. One system produces justice, and we can discuss that during the question and answer period about what my opinion is of how society creates that under that system. This system uses the precautionary principle, and it is principle number 15 in this book. And it says that man is guilty of whatever he is accused of and must come before the court and prove his innocence. The other system, based on godly principle, is that you are innocent until proven guilty by the accuser. This system creates the church, the family, and government, and as long as they operate within their sphere of influence, we have liberty and justice in this country. Over here we have government, faith-based initiative. Again, that's a partnership between the church and state, created by Bush and has been expanded by Obama. Then we have non-governmental organizations and corporations.